Oh, we're back here for the return here of Happy Aloha Friday with the Abbacado Show. This is the Cado Nations. Get it? Get it? Oh, we had a blast. If you're just coming through this video on YouTube and you didn't go to the part one of this, oh man, did we come up with some great sayings. I think we're going to put out a series of shirts and stuff for nonprofit fundraising. We keep changing and metamorphosizing this thing that I do, that we do together, and coming up with some of the funniest things. So yeah, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. But we're gonna get right back into our stream, and let's pick it up where we left off. Judgment Kazi. What has Judgment Kazi brought unto our ear holes? Judgment Kazi would like us to listen to a song by artist Salvatore Ganacci, and the name of the song is Horse. Trying to get in tonight since we didn't do Hangover Donos. Oh, Hangover Donos. Did I blow it? I must have made a mistake somewhere. Did I forget? Hey, Jeeves, I want you to go in completely blind to this one. So here we go, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Kaz, are you here? Where's Kaz? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's go. All right. Bada bing. That poor sheep. Is this a single artist, like an Igor style, in the EDM world? It is. Oh, bro, that poor sheep. Oh, holy crap. This would be more under Rave. The genre is called Pita. No, I just got that. Is hammering me. Once again, it's another, hydrate with the glow stick suppository of MDMA kind of vibe at a rave, but the video makes it really just as interesting as well. Jeez, brah. Oh boy, it's got moves. That's 1 a.m. hitting me every time I make a mistake. Elderly abuse. It was a great track. I loved coming back from the break to listen to this, considering I was all corrosive and forgot to hit my mic volume, and coming back into this. The track was just really actually straightforward. There wasn't a lot of overdo anything that was going on into it. They just got us into that kind of trancey rave move. I don't know if trance is the right way to use it, but the effect of it is trance-like. But the video was really super interesting. I think a lot of times when I listen to music, especially of the techno, EDM, rave, trance, Goa, maybe not Goa, if the videos are interesting too, that in of itself kind of tells me a sub-story, an inside story of whatever the DJ or that particular artist might be thinking in their head. while they're putting it together. So whoever, if this artist was that guy in the white jumpsuit, you know, and he was socking his grandma like that, I would be doing an elderly check, a wellness check on any of his family members. Nonetheless, though, the track was really super cool. Thank you, Kathy. He has some great music and he's a great artist. He definitely plays up the character. Yeah, I mean, if that was him in the white jumpsuit, it's awesome. He had some pretty damn good dance moves here. 61 million views, though. You see, this is what tells me that the music industry is doing fine. You know what I mean? That people are moving and rocking to the music. You know what I'm saying? When people say, "Oh, music's not this," and okay, wait. A Abbacado moment. When people say that they're that music isn't moving the way it is and all that sort of stuff, I'm like, no, you just are not listening to the right music, or you've removed yourself from the, I've had a Quado moment, or you remove yourself from like what your bubble of great music is to like, no, I'm sorry. It's the fact that some people just can't understand why a song like that would pull in 61 million views. Then again, this is YouTube. I think it could have been also, you know, for how cool the video was as well. I'm just saying. You're right, SB. They're just listening to the wrong stuff. All right, next up, Tonto Corazon. How are you? Let's do this. Tonto Corazon wants us to listen to a band, or I think it's a band, Cultura Profetica, or Profetica. I'm sorry, Cultura Profetica. The prophetic culture. The name of the song is Del Topo El Fondo, from the bottom to the top. And the message is, this is Puerto Rico's legendary reggae group. They've been making music for decades and are still going strong. This is one of my favorites, but they have so many dope songs. Great vibes, everybody. Speaking of dope, where's my... Okay, sorry. I got a little distracted. Let's do this, Tonto Corazon. All right. Did he leave? Oh, there he is. Let's go. Mandaron. I have to dance to this one?
Cómo ha pasado el tiempo, de pronto tan violento, la risa borrada en fin de mí, pues no siento nada.
Who's getting the tango vibes?
Aquí no late nada. Aquí no se oye nada. Aquí no vuelvas ya por nada. Oh, 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 oh. Ya no me veo igual en ti. Y no me gusta
What a
verme
magical
así.
change.
Se rompió el cristal de este sueño justo en nuestro mes de abril. No siento nada. Aquí no late nada. Aquí no se oye nada.
The string arrangements on this.
Aquí no vuelvas ya por nada. Porque te has caído negra. Del tope al fondo.
Oh, listen to that little bass in there. That little...
Del tope al fondo. Como ha caído tan hondo.
Subtle, but it's maze balls.
Del tope al fondo. Como ha caído tan hondo. Del tope al fondo de mi corazón. Como ha caído.
So loving the accordion work on this.
Una vez amarte fue mi arte, cuidarte y constantemente iluminarte. Hoy mi guitarra igual se desvela, pero no se oye igual. Pues no siento nada. Aquí no late nada. Aquí no se oye nada.
Tan suave, canta suave, es increíble.
No vuelvas ya por nada.
Voz de fume.
Dime cómo fue, del tope al fondo, cómo ha caído tan hondo.
7-second rule because of
Del
inflation.
tope al fondo, cómo ha caído tan hondo. Del tope al fondo, cómo ha caído tan hondo. Del tope al fondo de mi corazón, cómo ha caído.
That really warm guitar, jazz, like a lo-fi jazz guitar sound, beautiful.
Negra, ¿cómo fue? ¿Cómo ha caído?
So freaking sexy. This is sexy reggae. Reggae. Muy suave, chill. What a beautiful, beautiful track. Yeah, no, Jake, and you're right. And it's what was wonderful about the accordion arrangement in that is that it was so wonderfully arranged. It was never really overbearing, overwhelming in the mix. And the performance of it, very soft, very laid back and chill, kind of matched the sexiness of the voice. What for me in my journey of learning about reggae is I think when we all hear the word reggae, we're going to think of that kind of that light bounce there. But in each culture, kind of manifesting the reggae vibe in a particular way that they would culturally perform or write music, I think that's where the magic was on this particular track. You know, the rhythmical architecture, if you would, of the reggae vibe could be so wonderfully implemented into so many different cultural sounds of music and stuff like that. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, with the drums that are typically holding that, or instruments that are always on the and. I think when it's implemented with taste, you get something like this, Tonto Corazon, and this was such a beautiful track. You know, this was definitely. This reminds me, if I was to, instead of food, remember before I said, I'd hear a song and then see what the food would come to mind. How about a drink? Listening to this would remind me of one of those kind of whiskeys that you would smoke first. You know how now they torch the wood, get the smoke going, and then you put the glass over it, the smoke gets in it, and then you pour the whiskey in it and let it sit. You know, it's a very smoky, sexy, sultry piece of music, if I do say so my damn self. Architecture. I have a new one. There's another one, guys. Architecture. Bruh, just, you know what? That's what happens when I go from 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams. It's just going to happen. Always the bartender SB. That will never change. Yep, the bandion. Bandonion. Yes, a different kind of instrument there. DJ Tambor, are you here? DJ Tambor, are you here? Do not fear if you're not here, because I will hear what you drop here for my ear. I'm sorry. I think he may. Oh, there he is. There's DJ. Okay, guys. We're going to get into an anime called Dragon Ball Z. The song is Uname Ohi Tamishishi versus Tamishishi. And the track plays when one of the main characters unlocks his superpowers after watching a close friend get killed in front of his eyes. All right, let's go. God, this sounds like an old DX7 bass. No, more like a JP8. I was about to say this was uploaded 14 years ago, but this definitely has the 80s vibes with all the tones and the modules used. I had the Tiger vibes. This sounds like the basic tracks that the Wilson sisters would have used back in the day. Yes, that's a great call, Rotten. That's why when I first heard the bass line coming in, I'm going, man, this is like either a JP8 or JP10. Yes, code is in. I see your request here. I'm hoping to get to it before I end the stream today. Yeah, now I can't get it out of my head. That does sound so much like the bass programming just to give me that Madonna song vibes through and through. And any number of the Eurowave type of bands of the era. I always loved the little stabs, the key stabs of the 80s, the emphasis of those key stabs. It would have been like horn section. Oh, that's another one. Never Gonna Give You Up. Totally rickrolled. No, but you're right, Amon. I was going, where else does that come from? Give us a fade on that. Thank you so much, because it is the 80s. DJ, what a great song, man. It was very nostalgic for a lot of folks here, obviously, who watched that anime. For me, obviously, you can kind of peg that style of, the era based on the tones that they chose to write, and also kind of mirroring, if you would, what was top 100 pop, global, Billboard chart stuff. Yeah, the Madonna and the Rick. What was that guy's name? Rick what? Gotta give you up. Gonna stick it up your butt. What is the name of that guy? I forgot. Rick Ashley. That's right. That kind of a vibe, So me, when I listen to tracks like this, all of a sudden I go in my own little a tailspin, if you would, of my own personal nostalgia. It's funny enough that we don't have that. I mean, when I listen to it, I was going, oh my God. So that sounds like it could be the JP8, the JP10. It could be the Ensonic. You guys remember the Ensonic brand? And so my brain just starts going back into really my own soundtrack of life. So I was listening to the track without a doubt. And the fact that even the keyboard, the electric keyboard knockoff sounded like a D50. For those of you who know that Roland D50 sound, or it could have been kind of, MIDI together with the very well-known DX7 EP vibe. Another thing too that I do realize, one thing about the 80s era music that the Japanese folks were writing for their animes and their games, you notice they have a very unique vibrato, a very modulated vibrato. And that to me was like something that, like, for instance, certain metal bands that had, singers that had those more wider vibratos, that kind of stuff. Of course, it doesn't sound anywhere near as destructive and dog whistle as what I just did. But I'm just saying, hair metal, yeah, but that a little bit, but more of the older school vibes. So, but nostalgic vibes, DJ. Thank you so much. The English translation of the anime don't completely. Oh, it was all right. Gotcha. I know, 1.6 billion views. As a matter of fact, he just did an interview about something. Like he just got through doing an interview with somebody on a podcast. I got halfway through it. Fairly extraordinary, his little journey there. Okay, next up, we are doing. Hang on, let me reflench this. Where's lateral tap? Are you into house lateral tap? Lateral tap. We are going to be doing. For you, here is a band or an artist named Tennis. The song is called Matrimony 2. Tennis are Elena Moore and Patrick Riley from Denver, Colorado, who met each other during a philosophy course at the University at Colorado. Matrimony 2 is the 9th and final track off their Swimmer album and was written as a 10-year anniversary present from Elena to Patrick. Oh, they're cute. Love is in the air. Let's see how this works. Where are you? Are you here? There he is. Hi, lateral tap. All right, let's go.
I only have certainty when you hold my hand. There's so much.
A very delightful little voice.
I was just gonna say that, SB.
had a much warmer, rounder voice, but I was like, man.
More concerned with healing now. No one knows of love that's slow, held like the longest breath, or the gentle pull of gravity that's being unto death. I could go on living with a spark that's only flickering. I only want that tenderness with every moment left. I could never find some better. I even changed my name. By my side in every
Section of my name.
I'll never be the same. I could never find some better. I even changed my name.
Guys, help me. This sound right here, this little bridge section, something from the 70s.
Come closer, you say. Black cats in the neighborhood aren't necessarily a sign of something.
No, I think it's an
You
implanetary crap.
know me so well. There goes the neighborhood. Let it all go burning down around us. No one knows of love that's slow, held like the longest breath, or the gentle pull of gravity that's being unto death. I can't go on living with a spark that's only flickering. I only want that tenderness with every moment.
What? It's just a beautiful love song. Wonderful lyrics, too. Very soft, very straightforward. Lateral Tap, when was this particular song released? What year?
I could never find some better. I even changed my name. By my side in
Every time I hear this section, it's the second time now.
I'll never be the same. I could never find some better. I even changed my name. By my side in every kind of weather.
2020.
I'll never be the same.
What a beautiful love song. It really is. And now if you're saying this came out in 2020, it's like, people haven't lost touch with, what is just beautiful songwriting? With just some great, soft, mellow love lyrics, So, I mean, sure. I mean, there are elements of certain things that can sound dated, phrasings, be it musical phrasings, melodic phrasing, lyrical phrasing, or the lyrics itself, But I just love this in the sense where it's like, God, you know what? Real, safe, soft love in the air still is here. It's just got hammered under the discursive noise of what our world has become, musically, or, where do we feel safe writing songs that just say, hey, I love you, and I want to love you till the last day that I love you. So will you please love me because I love you for loving me, and that's why we're in love. You know what I mean? It's just something like that. It's sappy, crappy sounding stuff. Kind of miss it. I'm having a Beato moment. Okay, I broke out of it. But I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Lateral Tap, that was a great song. I really did like that. I'm just there. Now, that section is, help me with this, guys. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Ba-do ba ba-do ba ba-do ba. Na na na. What was the name of that track? What is the name of that one? Is it what that melody that I was just humming? That's what it reminded me of in that section. Is that it? Something like that. It was the opposite of me being in love. I'm not in love, or I don't know, but anyhow, I'm just saying. What is that? Is that the name of the? What was the name of the band that did that? Mamanu now. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 10cc. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, 10cc. Sorry. It just when it just did that padded area, I just go, my God, I'm hearing it. I'm feeling it. Quato has responded. Sorry. Next up, Codeco Music. How are you? Codeco Music. Are you here? Full Quato. I know that was a full Quato bark. Oh, hey, check this out. Codeco. So Code Echo Music is here with us right now. How's it? We're actually, is this your track, bro? Is this your track? Are we listening to your work? I'm going to put you on it now. See, because we are Cato Nation. And so it is. Okay, everybody, we have one of our Catos here sharing some of their music with us. So let's show some of our Cato Nation support. And let's see what Code Echo brings to us. The name of the song is Sparrow. And this is one of my singles from last year. It's an instrumental prog rock with clean tones again. All right, let's go. Doop da doop doo doo. Oh, I love the swimming around of the guitar work, engineering-wise. Couple notes in there have that nice little dissonance to it. The beautiful dissonance, I like to say. God, you're doing a great job with your guitar and piano work. I agree, Brexter. We could be in a video game right now with the top down driving and hearing this in our heads. Is it really? It's all tapping? Wow. Is that you tapping and just holding out on another track? Nice lead work. That reminds me of Jack. What's that guy's name? He's an incredible guitar player with Owain and that whole group of guys. Did you record the drums at home as well? Fun little sneaky bass line in there too. I like love what you're doing with the bass. Are you doing that little thing with the bass, or is that on your zero? What a great track. Hey guys, this is from one of our own here, Kato Echo Music here. I'm going to put inside the chat the link to this video. So if you guys want to go over there and listen to it on your own, after you exhale a nice big fat bong hit, or you know, whatever it is that you do. It was such a gliding track. Wonderful technique. The whole tapping, that's an art form in of itself, playing guitar, let alone I can get, you know, a pentatonic scale to sound halfway decent. You know, I'm always in awe of guitar players such as yourselves that, you know, you woodshed for years. Even if you're naturally talented, you're spending a lot of time perfecting your sound and getting your tone. And I thought that was badass. And to know that the drums were programmed, there was a part of me, I mean, you sold me. I thought I was going, oh, is he playing drums too? The engineering was really great. The programming was really super. You can tell now that you mentioned it, now I can tell how I was quote unquote fooled by the drums, was because a drummer programmed it. So a drummer will know the velocity and, you know, of playing the drums. So if in the MIDI world the drummer has, you know, a really good connection to programming, you're always dicking around with the, you know, the volume dynamic of it to making sure that it's not all sounding like, you know, the same 125 across or something like that. So that was some really good work. But congratulations, man. I thought that was badass. He's the drummer for Seder. Seder? Oh, and Invent Animate. Okay. Well, I've listened to Invent Animate, so phenomenal. But nonetheless, congratulations, man. That was a great, great track. Super smoky, super chill. You know, like I said, like Brexter had said earlier, like pop the top off of the car and go for the drive. You know? Wow, congratulations. You guys, I remember I just put the link of his track in there, so you guys go over there and say, how's it to him? Leave him a comment personally. I get so excited when we have some of the Katos from Kato Nation here share music. Especially if, what, did I put it out? I put it out as a story on my Decomposer Lounge about sometimes we might wait too long for the perfect mix before we put out things, and you never know that thing that you're waiting to be perfect, that if you put it out imperfect or something like that, what an impact it might have. Not saying that this was imperfect, I'm just saying, yeah. So let me see. Retro just sent me something. I looked up this a few days ago to make it a program drum sound. Yes, there is random velocity too. There is a setting that you can do that for random velocity. You can also do that for other instruments that are in there. But if you're a drummer, I was a drummer. That was one of my very first instruments out of about 6 instruments when I was a kid. So when I program my drums, though, I like to go in and sketch that out. Actually, I'll perform, like if I'm doing the hi-hat, I actually perform the hi-hats as if I'm playing hi-hats as well, you know. So that's another thing too. If you have that backing of having, you know, a history as a drummer and you program, then you know you're going to go, you know, and you work those accents and stuff a little differently. So, yes. Okay, next up, Ud's Lover is the name of our next guest here in Kato Nation. Ud's Lover, how are Uds doing? I'm sorry, I just had to go there. It called for it. The name of the artist is, we've actually done something from this artist, Ra, R-A. The song is Broken Hearted Soul. And the message is, hope you're having a great time today. Yes, I am. And I don't know if he's here, but you guys know, just in case, where to go when I post up the VODs. One of my mods ripped this really quick and runs over to Odyssey. And of course, there's YouTube. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go. Soundgarden, what the hell? I love that throaty cab sound from the guitars.
When
You know, the rhythm pattern on all this is really straightforward, but it really does. I hate to sound so old school DJ-ish, but this thing does rock pretty heavy. Really straightforward though, you know, like the eighth notes on the bass, you know, then the kick in the drum is pretty locked in the step. I like this fusion of a little bit of the flamenco rinse here. Especially with that background vocals, with the gypsy vibes. Kind of a gypsy metal, gypsy rock, yeah, don't you think? That's what I'm vibing on. Was that it? Brah, that's too bad. I was getting really into it. Like I said earlier, I love the old throaty cab, kind of orange cabs, you know, a Brit cab sound, if you would. I don't know if that's what it was. But I like the tone of the guitars that was there. I like the gypsy flamenco kind of vibe with it as well. The vocals were really super clean, but I think it was just really, like I said earlier, it was just really super great, straightforward rock. You know, and I think that's what SB and I were kind of leaning out of when I kind of responded to her posting that she had put it earlier about era zoning, if you would, on it. The hook was really super strong too. It was really, I just think that it was just very well produced. In it to a minute to win it. The song was 3.5 minutes, extremely well produced. It was loaded up on YouTube 10 years ago. I don't know exactly when the track was released or the album was released, but it did kick ass. And it took no hostages, is what I'm saying. Yeah, the Spanish, yeah, and that's the other thing. You're right. You know, there's Super Loco, the Spanish. Well, it's a Spanish flamenco gypsy. I've never really quite sorted through that. You know, I don't know, you know, chicken or the egg kind of vibes. You know, but the vocal aspect of it definitely had more of the flamenco, with that background vocal that they had going on there had a little bit more of a gypsy flamenco kind of vibe with it, something of that nature. Okay, next up, Brexter 420. How are you, Brecky? Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. We have the band The Do, and the song is But Pretend I'm a Beginner. Some twitch bits, son of a twitch bits. Remember Grenades in the Gravy? Yes. Good luck and good speed. Godspeed. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, Brex, are you here? Where's Brex? Is this the Do, that famous guitar player that hides himself on the streams, where you only see his little cat electric guitar, who's an amazing super monster musician and great entertainer too, with a skill set like his, for him to do what he's done, Jesus. So if that's the case, then that's what it is. This is the artist The Do, D-O-O-O, and the song is But Pretend I'm a Beginner. Let's go. Oh, I suck. I popped it in my chat instead of on my browser. Job opening. I bet you that's not on the bingo card. What an idiot. Wow, kind of mathy. very math rocky, but something that I would expect coming from the Do. If you know anything about this artist, he is so talented, it's nauseating. Very musical. The chords that he's using with the sevenths, sounds like. Really nice whimsical area right here. It's almost like the same chords as A Horse with No Name. Ooh, great counter arrangement on this side. Great drum work. I'm going to lean that it might be programmed, but it doesn't matter. I mean, this does, for some reason, because I'm an old fart, it does give me the Horse with No Name vibes in the chord changes and stuff, except that horse just crashed into, you know, like a bale of coke or something. Ooh, nice. I love this switch up here. Really great arrangements, supporting your arrangements. That was such a great track to give me kind of a peek in the inside of the creative mind of somebody who I considered, you know, in my journey on the internet when I came across YouTube videos of him. What was the name of the platform that he's very famous for doing, where people just kind of drop in and chat and do things? I forgot the name. I thought it was very interesting, though it could have been kind of gnarly at times. Omegle, but I recognize that. Jerdman, thank you. And I was always astonished at his ability to take a request from somebody and nail it. Though I have met people in my life as a composer. I used to know the piano player at the place called the Magic Castle in Los Angeles. And I've also known about 4 or 5 other piano players that are like absolutely dictionaries of music in every genre and stuff possible, and you ask them to play a song and they can play, you know, 16, 32 bars of a track, you know. So there are people like that are out there. This particular artist is one of them, except he took it, you know, through Omegle, and forged a little bit of a legacy, you know. So to hear a track like this, kind of, it's nice to get that opportunity after watching him play everybody else's, you know, requests, what was coming from here. Now, obviously, this is a couple years ago, and this is actually a topic channel, so I'm sure that the dude probably has quite a few million followers or hundreds of thousands and stuff. And wouldn't it be funny if I actually got an opportunity to interview the dude? And so all it was is me, and then the next screen is just him sitting. You never see him, but he's like, you know, he's got his guitar and stuff, you know, that kind of. I think that'd be fun. Why not? I should be getting into interviews, right? I mean, I think I'd be a decent host. I did it a couple times. I've done well. Marty O'Donnell and Misha Mansour and some other folks. I think I'm going to do it. And let's not forget, Ginger and I, Ginger got me tied into Violet Pony, so this ought to be very interesting. I think it'd be great. All right, guys, next up, Senor Rui. Senor Rui. Senor Rui. Senor Rui. Senor Rui. How are you, Senor Rui? Are you here? There he is. How are you, Senor Rui? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you here like usual. So the band is Ankle, and when things explode, Uncle. Bruh. Excuse me, brah. Uncle, When Things Explode, featuring Ian Astbury. Don't worry, the song ends at 5:20. Oh, this must be one of those 8-hour things when we look at it going, what? Don't worry, the song ends at 5:20. There's a 2-minute gap of silence before another instrumental song starts playing at 7:15 to the end. You can ignore that section or skip ahead. Hear a quick sample of it, but it's just a repetitive riff. Anyhow, all right, Senor Rui, let's go. Yeah, Quado came in and knocked one out of the park for us. Here we go. Love the artwork on the thumbnail. It has one of those Levante los Muertos kind of looks.
Your skull-fucked little lies.
Did he say skull fuck little lies?
In shadows where you hide. A life that was designed. You've been cheated, oh, so blind.
God, I love music like
You
this.
laid it on the line.
Oh, I like that string.
These twisted words of time. And how your spirit shines. I wish that you were mine. Yeah, lately I know that I've been crawling. I know that I've been falling.
It's giving me Johnny Cash vibes. Does it not?
Imagine no more tears.
I love the dancing strings.
Dissolving all your fears. With tooth and claw we fight.
Yes, and this is very Nick Cavey as well.
Night.
Cavey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, lately, I know.
But once again, what I love about this is we got a 4-chord pattern that's just beautiful.
I know that I've been falling.
Yeah, Jack, that's what I'm pulling from, is that it's got that voice, that vibe in his voice.
Into your
Talk about sending it home. I love the strings in this.
is in mine.
Oh, good point there. That did have the Jim Morrison
We
vibe as well.
watched
Yeah.
it burn together. I saw my fears in your eyes. You saw your fear in mine. We watched it burn together. Watched it burn. Burn.
It's funny, Johnny Cash and burn, burn, burn.
Watched it burn. Burn. Yeah, burn. Watched it burn. Burn. Watched it burn. Watched it burn. Burn. Watched it burn.
What a great track.
All is forgiven.
All is forgiven. Let me skip forward. He says there's a little something else that goes on after a couple minutes. Let me just kick this. I like this little groove. He was saying that was just kind of playing at the end a little bit. Yeah, this is actually pretty good I'll Be Right Back music. Señor, that was a really slick track. It brought so much into it as far as the vibes of, Johnny Cash, Jim Morrison, the instrumentation. I think it was like the perfect time for that track in the stream as well. But that little section that got all distorted and kind of French fried, kind of at the more of that saturated sound. I thought that was a very interesting addition to the track. But not knowing Uncle's discography and the things they may pull off, I thought it was a very, very apropos, if you would. Oh, that was the radio. So I did hear it right, but the radio version of the lyrics were the other ones. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, moody but delicious. Oh, that's a great way to put it. I like that. I'm going to tell that to the waiter next time I go out and have dinner. I'd like something for my appetizer to be moody and delicious, and with a side of ooh-ah and shimmy shimmy cocoa pop. If I ever decide to go out and eat again, has anybody tried to ever go out and eat again and not feel completely terrorized by the principles of how much it costs nowadays? Anyhow, okay, no, I'm sorry, I did say that. Let's go on. We'll continue on. La la la, I didn't say anything. Let's go on. Ah, ha, ha. Okay, let's keep going. Incentia, how are you? Incentia, let's do this. What does Incentia want us to check us out here? We're gonna be doing Lagwagon, I think it's the name of the band. The song is Know It All. And the message is, I've been meaning to request this forever, short and sweet, but keep an ear out for the bass. Yes, sir, of course you know I will, sir. I will, sir. You know me, Incentia and the bass. What did we call it now? The ooey gooey cake bottom? What I forgot what I said in that last thing. That doesn't sound good either. Oh, you're right about the bass. He's up there too on the neck.
Look at the world in disbelief. You used to follow, now you leave. College has enlightened you.
like his voice compared to the production. So I know this is punk. Kind of maybe a little pop punk, but
it's supposed to serve as a means to expose new bands without prejudice, but it makes no sense to say proper for the underground, so the alternative becomes a popular sound. The bands are good till they make enough cash to eat food and get a band, and they sold out and their music's cliche, because town's exclusive to bands without pay. Know it all, know it all. Did you really listen to that song? Did you ever write what you call wrong?
I think what's giving me the laid-back vibe is just the performance of the lead singer. I'll expand in a second. Bass player's crushing it. Skater punk too, yeah. Yeah, the skater punk, that 90s punk vibe, melodic punk, I love that. I've never quite heard that expression used. But I think for myself, and yes, you were right about the bass, Ink Cynthia. I just wish it was a little louder. I'm just saying. What kept it for me in a place where it was a lot more accessible was the way the vocal performance was. Kind of a little bit more cleaner on the vocal tone side. It didn't have any of what I might think of. I don't have anywhere near 1/10% of rinsing in the punk scene to think I know what I'm about to say, but maybe you guys could be empathetic to me if I blow it here. But it just sounded like he had a much cleaner voice for that performance than I would have thought what might be in a punk rock performance. A little more agitated, gruffier, a little more that kind of a thing. And he had a nice, approachable performance to it. So I think that's what made it also, what I would consider when I said pop punk. Guitar work was great. It was all doubled guitar work, so I like that because that always adds perfection to the imperfection. So. Yeah, I wasn't yelling in your face. I mean, I think with punk, it's always, for me, with my lack of understanding of the genre, when I think of punk, there's a lot of that, you don't want to do it to mama. I don't want to fucking fuck you. That kind of stuff. And that's what my idea of it, and in this case, this was a lot more light-loaded. Maybe I should do a punk song just like that. Just no lyrics. I'll do scat punk. Would that be funny? Scat punk? Yeah! I don't want to, yeah! You don't want to, yeah! I probably could do it. I could blend right in there with some of the heavier metal things from the Screamo guys that I can't understand the lyrics. So I figure if they can do it, I could do it. I'll just do it in punk. We'll call it skunk. Hang on, I need a hit. Is there really albuterol in here? One will never know. Gee. All right, let's go. Next up, and the world. Oh, hang on for a second. Let me get to the next. Oh shit. Next up here is from one of our and the world laughs with you. Are you still here with us by chance? I think you're fairly new to Kato Nation. Nonetheless, if you are here, how's it? I'm doing your song. Right now, the band is Sufjan Stevens. Hey, there you are. First time chatter as well. Well, thank you for joining. Everybody say hi to one of our new Kato Nation members here. And so your first song you want us to check out is The Predatory Wasp of the Palisades is Out to Get Us. Brah. That's a title that I'm sure the A&R guy didn't rinse over. All right, let's check this out. Welcome to the crew. And the world laughs with you. Let's go. Nice patterns. And this one in conjunction with the guitar work.
Thinking outrageously, I write in cursive. I hide in my bed with the lights on the floor, wearing 3 layers of coats and leg warmers. I see my own breath on the face of the door. Oh, I am not quite sleeping. Oh, I am fast in bed. They're on the wall in the bedroom creeping. I see a wasp with her wings outstretched.
Wow, this is a really great track. This kind of seesaw back in the arrangements. Then I look at the thumbnail and it looks like Al Capone. And for some reason there's a goat in the other corner.
North of Savannah we swim in the Palisades. I come out wearing my brother's red hat.
God, I love his voice.
Shoulder, my best friend is bit 7 times. He runs washing his face in his hands. Oh, how I meant to tease him. Oh, how I meant no harm. Touching his back with my hand, I kiss him. I see the wasp on the length of my arm.
Sounds like a trumpet and... What's that other instrument? I'm hearing more on the left side. Look, I got that 6/8 vibe in there with that syncopation. I love that. Go either way. It could be a 6/8 syncopation over 4/4 constipation. But I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? You hear it? Wow. I thought there was an accordion back there too, SB, or something. But listen to this section. Circus romance core. That's good. These arrangements are just dancing around so flawlessly.
I can't explain the state that I'm in, the state of my heart. He was my best.
I'm only making that wince because that one note back there was
into the car. From the backseat, oh admiration in falling asleep. All of my powers, day after day. I can tell you, we swaggered and swayed deep in the tower, the prairies below.
It kind of slides in there. I love that.
Telling its old, terrible state.
Did I say C sharp? Yeah, wait.
I can tell you the day we were born. My friend is gone, he ran away. I can tell you I love him each day. Though we have sparred, wrestled and
Oh, wow.
I can tell you I love him each day. Terrible state, terrible story. Tell you,
That was a beautiful track. What a beautiful track that was. Unexpected. I mean, you know, on the stream, we get all kinds of music here, but that was really, really beautiful. As a matter of fact, we've had a few tracks like that on the more organic side of performance and stuff like that. So all the instruments are real live, raw instruments, if you know what I'm talking about. It didn't sound like anything of that was module driven from a DAW or from a MIDI environment, which is the reason why when I heard that one note on the flute, I guess it was a flute instrument there, it was getting there. It was kind of getting it, like I was having like a tonal stretch with it. My right eye was like twitching. I was like, get to the note, get to the but I loved it. I loved the whole thing. The syncopation of the arrangements wasn't too overbearing. So even though I'm listening to it with my ears the way I do, I didn't feel like I was sitting there trying to dissect how many, you know, Mozart-y types of, endless conversations and the arrangements was going on. And what a great voice, too. It's just a beautiful piece of work, you know, and I think everybody here has expressed it. And thank you again for coming in and joining us. And, you know, hope to see you come back. And I appreciate your dono boost as well. So welcome to the Abbacado Nation. And hang around for a little bit. And the world laughs with you. So... all right. Next up, let's start from, let me go from here. Jake in Vienna. How are you, Jake in Vienna? Jake in Vienna. Uh-oh. We're going to be here for a minute, my friends. He's bringing us some of the good stuff. The name of the band or the artist is Fonts. Fonts. Not F-O-N-T-S, but F-A-U-N-T-S. Fonts. M4 Part 2. Oh, M4 Part 2, which means, if I'm correct, coming from my world of compositions, M4 Part 2, that's usually composer talk for a scene in a film, I guess. I could be completely wrong, but you know if you know. After the Mass Effect track that came through last week, I was inspired and horrified to realize I've never recommended any myself. So enjoy the best track from the first game, which they used for closing credits. Don't know boost because it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes! I'm just kidding. Here we go. Jake and Vienna, let's go. Ba-doo. I love the flanging synth in the back. Wow, what an old school snare sound. I don't know, SB, I've got that same curiosity in my head and I can't pin it. Yeah, some Pet Shop Boys in Depeche Mode. Yeah, there we go. Everything from the flange on the voice to the arpeggiating guitar with the delay on it and that snare sound. I think that's what kind of zeroes it in. Jake, and when was this track released? Yeah, it looks like they made a purposeful attempt to sound very old school, new wave-ish, 80s. Which I love that era. This is another one of those sink and marinate tracks. Yeah, this is where the 80s vibes really come screaming at you. When the pad lifts up through here. I gotta tell you, man, I gotta give monster props to that guitar player. Because if that's not a cut and paste performance, that guy's got metronomic touch for days. God, that pad reminds me of the old Prophet 5s. Any of you old farts remember the old Prophet 5 keyboards? You know, you're right about that, Amon. The delay aspect of it is very prominent in the pattern. So the 16th, you're right, could be eighths that are pinging. Yeah, as a matter of fact, now that I put my head into it, it sounds like it. Yeah, they said it was a Mass Effect track, yeah. It's a very unique guitar tone. Yeah, without a doubt, Jake and Super Loco, the guitar performance carried that track, but it was a great glide track. I don't know what it was being played against in Mass Effect, what kind of a scene it is, or what kind of action is going on in there. In my head, it also has that kind of cyberpunky, drivey through town. I don't know, like I said, because I don't know what's going on when the music's going on, but it has travel. In my mind, oh, it's the end credits. Okay, thank you. All right, so it's the end credits. So yeah, I can see it stretching and getting itself like the kind of thing had travel. What I mean by that is trying to get you to the other end of the journey so that you're gliding. So I guess while credits are rolling, yeah, that would have been a nice little track. Matter of fact, I probably would let the credits run a few times on the game just so I can hear it while I'm making my next peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Anyhow, Jacob, thanks for dropping that in. I was glad I was able to get to you on this stream. I've got 5 more people here, and I'm staying through it. So let's just keep going so I can circle the wagons on today because I have an announcement. Matter of fact, let me make this announcement now. And I'll make it again on Discord. For next Aloha Friday, I want to specifically ask you guys, Kato Nation, I want to focus on anything and everything rock, punk, metal, and the subgenres. It could be video games. It could be whatever. It could be anime. It could be bands, whatever the case is. The reason is I want to try something different for the Decomposer Lounge. So I want to do a show here. And like the first hour and a half to 2 hours, I want it to be things that fit that genre. So, but I mean, it could still be, you know, voodoo, skull guys, ska, but, you know, it could be all kinds of different kinds, but I want it to kind of fit that, the Decomposer Lounge vibe. You know, I want to see what it would be like to take one of our videos here like this and drop it over there. And I would do a little quick pre-introduction, you know, but I wanted to kind of sit a lot of those folks. Obviously, it's metal. It doesn't have to be screamo metal, death metal, metalcore, black metal. I mean, it can be, but, you know, it could also be Risk of Rain tracks, you know, that have the rock elements in it. So I know we could talk about it forever, right? So anyhow, I'll re-put out that call to action again before we do it, but I'd like to see if I can't pocket one complete stream that I can go ahead and drop it on that channel just to see what those folks. Do you mean harder rock? Rock in general. It could be everything from rock. Let's just say even if it's glam rock days or some of the more, you know, pop rocky, all the way to the gnarliest metal. I just think what it has to have is that distorted guitar rock thing, you know, that's all. I think you guys can kind of figure that out kind of thing. So it could be anything. I mean, it could be Yes tracks or Pink Floyd tracks, but you know what I'm saying? Just kind of a, you know, classic rock would be great too, you know, especially for some of us older folks. So anyhow, let's go back to the show. Back to the show. Codex and Michael. Codex and Michael. Are you here? If you are not, we're doing your song. Okay. So, Codex Michael wants us to listen to a band called Lordy. And the name of the song is Lordy Elizabeth. Hey, there you are. You're here. You're her. You're her. You're here. Her. Here. So the name of the track is Elizabeth. Twitch Bits. I hope you enjoy the song. It's a pretty nice music video. This is a new song released by Lordy about 2 months ago. And the music video has a fun storyline through it with 2 ghost hunters investigating a haunted cabin. Also a great solo as well. Thanks for leading me into this. All right, so this is from Codes and Michael. Michael, is that, I guess, if I'm saying it right? And let's go. All right.
On winter morning.
right on the vocals. What a unique grovel to the vocals. Wow, is that Sleep Token 40 years from now? Ooh, great drums. So Nazareth, you're right. What is with the voice? It's so badass. Okay, for all his 80s rockers, what bands does this sound like? Oh, they were in the Eurovision contest. Okay. Ah, that's a good call, Scheiborg. It's got that ghost vibe. The guy's voice is totally unique, though. Wasn't me. What did I touch? Did I do something?
Yeah.
No, it's the video. Jeez.
Corner. You see that?
No, I don't see it.
There.
Don't say anything. Ghost will step into your butt. No.
It's looking at us.
Jesus, looking right at us. Whoa! Fucking A. I really got. Oh shit! It got me. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, Jesus. Great solo, though. Very good ZZ Top vibes, for sure. There's a little bit of Kiss in here. The band Kiss. Da, 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 da. Don't you hear it there? What was the name of that big hit that Kiss wrote that has that same kind of vibe? Poor guys didn't make it. Damn, that was a hell of a jump scare, bruh. I really did. I was just messing around going, oh yeah, I'll be a smartass in the mic. I'll have this conversation. Scared the shit out of me. It doesn't look a lot to you, but my screen is right in my face, so it sent me, man. What a great track. I guess this is a contest I've heard about a couple of times. I guess it's called Eurovision. So maybe bands just make submissions of videos and stuff, and people maybe vote online or texting, or I don't know what it is. What a great track as far as nostalgic vibes and everything. All the bands that you guys were yelping about definitely, pull, without a doubt. But Jake, and yeah, I'm with you. And if anybody else heard it, what's the name of that song from Kiss that was really super famous? Donna, 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 Donna. Remember? Da, 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 something like that. I don't know. Hey, Zanzus, thank you so much for that subscription. That was badass. I appreciate it. Anyhow, so it was, I forget what it was. Anyhow, Mr. Gamerman. Wait. Let's see. My stream just jumped up. It's like the Super Bowl Europe. No, I never have. Well, because I'm an old man sitting in the middle of the Pacific here in Hawaii, and I'm not really that, dialed into what's going on in the world here. But I've heard a lot of stuff coming through the Eurovision process, that we've had here on the stream. So, and it's all been really super excellent, and incredibly well produced and stuff. So I'm just saying. Hey, well, I'm glad to have you here, Zanzus. Everybody say hi to Zanzus. He's joining us, and finally some time to hang out here because of the weird times that I go online. So, no, it is. I'm sure it is a really big deal. I'm just really disconnected. I mean, I'm an old fart, and I'm 64 years old, and I do this sort of stuff. But this is what I love, what it is the stream's about, because this is what teaches me. When I hear about it, and then I'll recognize it, and the next time I get more stuff from Eurovision, I'll now know more about it. That it is a really super, big, powerful, kind of like finding of the new acts and the new artists and stuff that come up. You may not get the same opportunity without making it into something like that. Because they throw a very small artist in front of hundreds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's got to be mind-numbing, Makuzia. I mean, that's like setting up your ball at the first tee box at the, one of the biggest golf, games. All you got to do is hit the little ball with the stick, and you're going to go ahead and top it and look out. So, yeah, right, Mr. Gamer? Okay, who's up next? Retro Modern. Oh, funny enough, Retro Modern Gamer is up right now, and we are going to be listening to... Amon's going to like this. The band Emperor. And the song is Alsvatar, the Oath, plus Ye Intranta Cum Primum, Priam, Princim, Proms. Forget it. The message is Emperor Alstar, the Oath, and Ye Intra Pumpum, the album intro that goes into the main song, that are meant to be listened to together. It's, in my opinion, or this IMO, in my opinion, is from the best symphonic black metal of all time, Anthems to Velkin at Dusk. This came out in 1997 before social media was around, so it was really underground at the time. You already reacted to one of their songs off the album With Strength I Burn, which you posted on your Key of Jeeves YouTube channel. You also reacted to the lead guitarist, vocalist, solo band named after himself is Ishan, The Pain Is Still Mine on the Shores, which is a progressive black metal. Lately, he is the brother-in-law to the lead singer Inar from Leprous. Oh, Leprous is a great band. Stand by for 1 second, guys. I just got a text. You know me in my text, making sure my daughters are okay. Boop-a-doo, ba-doo, boop-boo. Boop-a-doo. Okay, no, we're good. I think. Stand by. Okay. Phenomenal. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, Retro Gamer, I had a little hiccup. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm not going to repeat the name again because I ripped it up to shreds. Let's do this. This is from Retro Gamer. All right. Already knowing that this is going to be a banging track, this kind of intro is paramount. An intro like this settles your everything into a more pulled in position here in preparation for them to break your balls, most likely. With that dark bottom end, I don't know if that's a bass or a key pad, but oof. very creepy and kind of horrific. I mean, in a beautiful black metal kind of way. Great guitar pattern going on here. It's like the pits of purgatory. Oh, the harmonics on the guitar right there. Very triumphant moment before you get kicked in the nuts. By the way, folks, this track does sound like it's pretty low, so it's coming from YouTube in post. God, I really love this production right here. Like somebody just kicked over a hornet's nest. Oh shit. Man, this is gnarly. Like getting your balls stuck in the zipper. If you're a guy. Yeah, rusty as well. I love how they're blending some of that other, like the horn vibe in the back. I'm really having to lean into the drummer to really get my fix on this. Speedcore shanty, what a great way to put it. I love this. This is like the galloping warriors from hell chasing you through a mystic, broke-ass forest. I don't know why, but right there I got the alter bridge vocal kind of duo thing. I think it just replaced me with a harmony or something. I don't know why. Bruh, the drummer is just going off. Man, this is bringing me PTSD. For Christ's sakes. That last section got so fired up. I felt, it just reminded me when I was in the short yellow bus back in my sped days, and I'd be stimming at the same pace. I'd be like, you know, that's because all the medication they used to give me for asthma was later found to be speed. So they wondered why I couldn't focus in school. Anyhow, that would have been the soundtrack for me getting to first, you know, to elementary school, believe it or not. Dark, heavy, gnarly, intrusive, great horrific storytelling kind of vibes too. Theatrically though, it's just everything about it would be very just dark and cynical. Whatever you want to paint in your mind about that, that's all it was. It was a little low on the volume, guys. So when I export this for YouTube, I'll bump the volume of that. What a ball crushing track though. Just mind numbing. And like I said too, there were these elements of melodic, whether there was melodic vocal arrangements within it. There was other type of arrangements that sounded like it was more of a dark, ghouly marching, you know, band with some horn section and stuff going on back in there. Without a doubt, symphonic black metal at its finest, I would say. Pseudo-symphonic, as I would be saying. But extremely chaotic. Yeah, and that's what the music, that's what it projected, just absolute mental chaotic for the win. Damn it, that was good. Okay, who's up next here? I've only got 3 more and then I'm going to dip. I have now Soundgarden. We are going to be doing Eivor, and the song is Inklota. So the band is Eivor, and the song is Inklota. Eivor Plasdori is an artist from Faroe Island and sings in Farsi. Oh, Farsi. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Her music would be described as folktronic or indie folk. This is the first track on the album of my favorite. The album has a darker tone than her previous work. I sadly couldn't get tickets to her show with Heilung. Oh, if she's teaming up with Heilung, then and that means they would be choosing an artist that would be very much in step with that style. I love that kind of music. Let's go. Beautiful. I love the rhythmic pattern that the piano's playing. Her vocals are so beautiful and soft, but I love how it's being rinsed in a very long cathedral-style reverb. What a compliment in the tone of her voice compared to where the voicing is on the piano, in the low mid-range of the piano playing with the voicings. absolutely beautiful. I don't have any other words to say. I think when I said music for a mausoleum, reminded me of like the beautiful escort music, if you would, elevator music to heaven, but in a very reflective way. So there were emotions that were melancholy and stuff, but the beauty of her voice and that transition into that very angelic high end of her tones were stunning, you know? You know, hang on for 1 second. And I don't know. There isn't much more to say about that, except and also the extraordinary sound in her voice when she gets way up there. It did put me in a place. So when the track started, somebody said, "Okay, I'm going to be done after this." I was like, "What?" And I went, "Yeah, I hear you on that." It was just mind-numbing. I loved every bit of it. Very soothing. But it did sound like, for instance, like music that might be played in an era was, it was you? Yeah, Judgment, I was feeling it. Music that maybe might be just elevator music in a mausoleum. You know, which I think would be kind of a cool name for a track. I should write that down. Anyhow, thank you so much for bringing that in here. That was very moving and emotional. I couldn't say much. I just got dumbfounded. I think my biggest statement was, "Whoa." And that's how I felt about it. Okay, let me see what else I got here. Next up, and then I have one more and I got to bail. Cassiopeia is the artist that's coming up next. Oh, I know these guys. These guys do good work. It's so fun. The name of the song is Swallow, and it's the hit from the movie Deep Throat. And sorry, I had to be stupid one time during the show. This is from the band's 1979 debut album, where some of their songs were a bit faster and more technically compared to their later, more funky style. I'm sorry. So once again, this is Cassiopeia, an incredibly talented bunch of musicians, and the name of the track is Swallow. I'm just... Oof. Oh, that hi-hat. Oh, the bass. Oh, this is so funky cool. Sounds like a video game for sure right there. I don't know whose dono this was. It just spaced me. Turnip, whose donos was this? Jesus. So badass, that solo. Bass player, jeez. Totally, Lisa. All from that genre, that era. Early Herbie, Weather Report, Caldera. Or the George Duke Santa Clark projects as well. Never could have enough cowbell. What a kick-ass fucking track. Sorry I cursed. I'm just saying. Who wouldn't curse after listening to this? Just incredible. I guess this was released 4 years ago on YouTube. I don't know when it was actually released to the public. It sounded like it would have been something very 70s. Would you agree, Lisa and Aman and stuff, in its production and its sound and with the moog and the guitar, if it's something that is, you know, it's just very reminiscent of all the bands that you mentioned. It also reminds me of that one track I played you a long time ago from my uncle's band Caldera. Remember the song Himalaya? If I was to play that now with this, there would be such a complementary back and forth of it. You know, that's where the music was at that time. You know, so that whole 78, 79, exactly. So that's like, for instance, when Caldera released the Himalaya. You know what? I'm doing it. I don't care. I'll play just a little bit of it. But let me just wait. Whoops. How do you spell Himalaya? There it is. Okay, so this was my uncle's band when they did this in 1979. Even listening to the engineering and stuff. Isn't that badass and similar? Just like this, that era just yielded and oozed a very unique time in the music history. Yeah, you're right. There's a little bit more of a consistency of a swing with this. I really wasn't a big fan of this solo by Jorge, though. I was like, I mean, he killed it, but... See, this is where my uncle does crazy chord changes. Steve Travagalloni on the saxophone. That was a glitch in the CD. This is my uncle with the keyboard. And I loved in production how they always use the electric guitar with the saxophone in unison. Creates such a unique sound. Listen to this solo by Steve Travagalloni. Okay, this is my uncle's solo coming up. Tell me how badass his solo is in the keys here. All on the mini move. All of it. And Alex Acuna is one who's playing the drums on this. Somebody wanted cowbell? Wow, that brought me back so many fucking memories. Oh my goodness. So I mean, I know I've played this on the stream before. It just took me back through it nostalgically. A lot of you know already, but for those of you who don't know, my uncle was in a band called Caldera, where they released 4 albums from 76 to 79. And Yeah, a lot of legacy work came out of that. And so if you're ever interested in looking up my uncle's work, just put in Caldera, Latin fusion band, and all kinds of stuff pops up there. But yeah, and he was the keyboard player, or is he still alive? As a matter of fact, he's 88, and he's the keyboard player and stuff, and he can still play that fast too. It's pretty funny. But I wanted to play that back to back to the other one just to kind of celebrate the era of what the engineering of that era sounded like, what the energy of composing music in that era was like, you know. So I don't know. That was me. Here we go. Next up, Park Pal. This song is by the artist Dan Mangan. The song is Basket. Let's see, the comments from the album's lyric book. As I grow old enough to appreciate my grandfather's stories, he started to mix them up and forget them. I believe every person who they are because of all the stories they know and the things they've experienced. Imagine you're a basket, and your memories are like paper notes and collected greeting cards kept inside of you. So what happens when the basket starts to fall apart? Well, you fight to hold on to those memories. That's what we do. So I guess that's what this song is about. Let's go. All right. Oh, I suck. Oh my God, did I blow it? I think I may have, Turnip, can you help me? Can you drop the link of that last, I was like, Aman, of that last track. I copied, closed the thing, and went, so what are you laughing at me? I'm old, leave me alone. I'm old. Just like that basket. I'm a basket. I'm a basket case. Did you bingo? Oh no. I don't know what happened. Oh well, Turnip, maybe he left. I owe somebody something. I get a potato. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll go back to that one and we'll listen to this last track. Oh, okay, you take care, Lisa. And if that was a wreck, I hope nobody was hurt. This song is coming in from Derp Cat Dog. The artist is Moog. And the song is Parachute. Hello, Jeebs. Happy Friday. Hey, Jeebs. This is an Australian artist whose real name is Blair Jocelyn and is one of the two hosts of the most popular car shows on YouTube named Mighty Car Mods. And he has also composed music for a lot of television adverts in the past. Kind of reminds me of... oh my goodness, what was the name of that? We had a very well-known actor that did a show, Family Ties, I believe it was called. I forgot his name. And was also a very well-known composer and wrote jingles and didn't know it. So let's listen to this one right now. Let's see if I can't catch up on that other link in a moment. God, I'm waiting for like any number of 80s music, 16 Candle vibes, no?
Midnight, driving in your car, the windows down. Sitting, silence on the road to nowhere now. This is what the end must feel like. And all the time I wasted love, I'm sorry that I fucked it up. But if you fall,
Nice, I like the track, I do.
I'll be your parachute. I know the highway seems so long when you're driving on your own. But if you fall, then I will catch you. I'll be your parachute.
But I mean, how many different 80s love movies kind of vibes, you know? With like Molly Ringwald? All of them, yeah, all of those. I love that low bassy synth arpeggiation. It's such a signature sound of the 80s vibe. Except you would have heard lyrics like that in the 80s. I'm just saying.
I'll be your parachute. I know the highway seems so long when you're driving on your own. But if you fall, then I will catch you. I'll be your parachute. If you fall, I will catch you.
I'll be your parachute.
If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be your parachute.
Light and really nice guitar though, a little more modern day sounding guitar, right? Ooh, that's really nice, that guitar work. But that TR-808 kick snare vibe, or at least the kick. Could have been an SB1200, even a Lindrum.
I'm sorry that I fucked it up, but if you fall, then I will catch you. I'll be your parachute. I know the highway seems so long when you're driving on your own. But if you fall, then I will catch you. I'll be
I mean, I see the Brat Pack and all these different actors in the movie. Denty Moore and what a great hooky track. Very nostalgic in its sound, very purposeful. I guess released 7 years ago. Maybe a little bit more of an advanced, like the production was on purpose in that 80s vibe. But it for me, you know, for me being in my 20s already when that kind of things came out in 80, 81, 2, 3, et cetera, et cetera. Just the production pulled what it was too was also just that kick snare. Just had it could have been a Lindrum or SP1200, something of that nature, but very nostalgic. And I dug the melody. It was very nice. And but now I got the URL from the other one now, so we're gonna listen to Basket. Okay, we recovered. Thank you, Park Pal. I appreciate it. Here we go. No relationship. Are you sure that's not your drum machine SB? The SB1200 with adjustable chips and volumes. You remember that thing? It was a beast. It was huge. Here we go. Ooh, I think this one's going to be nice. It's going to be a heart puller.
We are young, we have years ahead, maybe. We might fall in love, fall apart. Fall apart before it ends. Well, we should try to start. So I'll go, but I'm telling you
God, the
I
recording on this guitar is pristine.
wanna go. Could be stuck here and happy. So there's a puzzle I work on endlessly, and I've got the sides and all the corners, but there's a space. Yeah, there's a space. Lost some pieces I can't replace.
It's kind of hitting me a little bit here because I know that the message in there was about somebody
So I'll be,
losing memory.
but I'm telling you I don't wanna be just a wasted puzzle piece. We are old and our son took the dog away, and fair enough, guess we're tired all the time.
I love this little lift in the arrangement here. Subtle but beautiful.
All the time. And you know dogs, they need ample time outside. So I'll stay, but I'm telling you I don't wanna stay. So I'll brace myself against the wall and hope to God that I don't fall. My bones are worn, my hip won't hold. I used to be so young, how did I get so old? Won't you take my cane and hold my hand? You're holding on to all I have, just a basket full of memories, and I'm losing more each day it seems. But if I can make it to the street, I'll steal a car or a bike, whatever there is to steal. And it might get cold, I just don't care. I'm going till I'm getting there. I'll ride my steed all through this town till I have looked and I have found your peaceful memory. Won't you return to me? Won't you return to me?
For so many reasons, that was such a beautiful song. But the most poignant part of that song is how he ended it. Did you notice that there was no resolve to that last chord and in the melody? Could that have been like an unclosed chapter and perhaps passing away before he got his last memory from the basket? You know, that's an interpretation of it. The subject matter of a song like that, I think for a lot of us, especially people my age, I lost my father, had already been suffering with dementia before he had his stroke. My stepfather, who's alive, he's in the pretty strong throes of dementia. He's not incontinent. He can take care of himself and make food, but you know, he hasn't forgotten me or my face and stuff. But when it comes outside of the circle, sometimes he sits there and he starts talking about a memory, and he starts to glaze over, and he looks at me and goes, I just don't remember. You know, so that's a very heavy, heartful thing that some of us are going to have to go through in our lives. You know, hopefully you won't, but some of us will have to encounter that, watching our parents get older, or maybe that time comes when even myself. I mean, what if I do live to 90? I'm kind of hoping I don't, but what if I do live till 90, you know, and that happens, you know? So what an amazing song to end the stream on. Something else I want to say is the growth in the production. First of all, like I said earlier, what an incredibly clean engineering of the guitar and performance. The performance was just glass. The vocalist, I'm not sure who he is. I've never heard of him. Loved the sincerity and the passion and the performance that he gave, and starting off in this kind of softer thing, and as he got louder and he grew a little bit more passionate in the song, what a great little roasted, smoky kind of vibe he had in his voice. And yes, there was a couple more arrangements that came in to support it, and also the guitar got a little more powerful and lifted, but there was this nice, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like a 4-second pause before he went into this kind of rubato style, kind of creeping back towards the very end. But I think, like I said, the most poignant thing of the song to me, and it was so well written and everything, was just how he ended it. Like, did he forget to play the last chord? Could that have been the message, forgetting what, to resolve it, or forgetting to, that's just where my head went. That's when music really leaves you like, bruh. You know what I mean? So he must do you say he does this live without the rest of his band? I'll bet you there isn't a dry eye in the theater at all. And even if you don't know anybody, you can feel it. This was such an incredibly well-written song and so well performed. What a great way to end it. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to get that link back. I know.